Think I can see a fucking halo. About to meet my maker, brought a double cup of Drano. Some soda for the flavor, uncontrollable behavior with some psychopathic tendencies. Lonely as your neighbor with the bitches, he got special needs. Work to my denim.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I shaved my beard, as you can tell. Paint's looking really good. I'm really happy with it. You know, it's not 100% perfect, but for now, it was 1,000 times better than what it was, so I can't complain. Today we're just gonna be doing a couple small things, nothing crazy. Again, the 1-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece, and 4, 5, 6. We're gonna take those 6 pieces off again. I'm gonna clean them real good. I got some paint for it, just some black like plastic paint, but gonna give those a little extra pop. I gotta put a new ground cable on. I got a ground cable under my my cold air intake, where that goes to. Right up underneath it, there's ground, and it's like fraying, and it's like, I'll show you guys here in 1 second. And then I'm gonna do oil change. And while I'm doing the oil change, probably about 2, maybe even 3 months ago. Maybe 2-3 months ago, before I put my new coilovers on, I got those Skunk 2s. Before I put those on, I did all new suspension, upper control arms, lower control arms, ball joints, the whole deal. And I was originally gonna use the stock boot that came on that inner tie rod, but on the driver's side, that boot was actually destroyed, so I had to use the aftermarket one. And the aftermarket one that I used wasn't long enough, so it was like half of the length I needed to. So I grabbed a new one today. That way it's just done, and it looks a lot better. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll get a better shot of it whenever we do the oil change, but just real quick. Yeah, I was gonna show you guys, but since the car's lowered, I can't see it anymore. But I will show you guys that ground cable real fast. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. See the ground right there? Just destroyed. Side shot of it. Just replace that. Oil change. That little boot. Paint those little trim pieces. And that should do it for today. So we're about to go ahead and get started on those 6 trim pieces. And also, really quick, yesterday I went to Discount Tire after work. I ordered some Yokohama Advans. They didn't have the size I needed it in, so ordered them. So they'll be in probably early next week, or probably mid the end of next week. Excuse me, sorry. So I'm really excited for that. And once I get those new tires on, we can start messing with the suspension and lowering it a little bit, stiffening it up a little bit. And these coilovers I got, it's like a 24-way dampening, so we can mess with that a little bit. So I'm excited, man. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's get to work. We got them all off. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them off real quick, and let them dry before I paint them. All right, gonna let those guys dry for a little bit. On to the next step. Go ahead and replace that ground cable real quick. Remove this little box that way, because I can get to it right there. So I'm gonna remove that super quick and get to it. This one down here is a 10 millimeter. Look at that. Let's go in here and look at it. go. A little bit better. She's on. I just replaced this bolt with a 10 mil bolt. Here's the 8 mil right here. That was the only way I could get it to work. Go ahead and throw this guy back on, and then I'm probably gonna run back there and paint those little trim pieces, and then get started on the oil change and that boot. Got the box mounted back on. Let's go paint that trim. Man, I'm already sweating. It's pretty windy up today, so I found a little corner where I can put some cardboard down and paint over here. What I got, need to tuck that underneath and fly over. Ground cable's done. Trim's getting painted in the back. I'm about to start draining the oil while I start working on this right here. This is what I was talking about. See how the boot is just not long enough to completely cover it, and it just doesn't. I mean, it's perfectly fine how it is. I just don't like how it looks because I'm really picky. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yep. All right, let's drain this oil. Oil pan bolt is a 716. Let's grab that guy. All right, the oil's leaking out, filter's out. Well, it's just dripping now, but I'm gonna go ahead and start getting started on this guy. There's the cotter pin. Gotta loosen this, gotta break that ball joint from the knuckle so then I can loosen the outer tie rod. Every single time, these are a pain. You need to count your turns so you don't mess up your alignment. This car needs an alignment anyways, but I'm still gonna count them because it's not like horrible and I don't want it horrible. So yeah, let's go ahead and break this guy loose right here, take it down. We're gonna flip it upside down, put it just so it's flush right there, and we're gonna try to knock that out, see if we can get her loose. So this is like the aftermarket boot that came with the little upper and lower control arm kit I got. About the same size. Got the new boot on. Can't get this little hose to hook in, but all right. And I got the little hose connected in too, so even better. Now what we're gonna do is all right, the boot, inner and outer tie rod are tight. Zip ties are good. Got the wheel back on. Got these nice and snug. Man, I'm freaking dirty. I just cleaned up a little bit of the tools that we had up there. I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in and then check on that trim. My car takes about 4 quarts, and this is a 5-quart jug. So, just have to save a little bit. I just went to crank up the car to let the oil start circulating through everything, and it wouldn't start. So immediately I thought ground cable. I had a hunch I put it in the wrong spot, and I did. Box is supposed to mount to, and it was supposed to go right there in the motor mount. So it's on the right spot now. Let's see if she'll crank up now. Yes, sir. All right. We'll let her run for a little bit. I'm gonna go check on that trim while she's running. I just threw the trim on real fast. It's not perfect. It's got some runs in it. I'll have to wet sand it tomorrow just to get it a little smoother. I'm about to call it a day, guys. Freaking black everywhere. I wanted to say thank you guys for taking time to watch today's video. Got a bunch of small stuff done. Tomorrow I might just wash the car, wet sand that trim, buff it out. I gotta figure out those door panels still with the windows. So, but that's a wrap for today, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate you guys taking time, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.